Welcome back, everyone, to the Old Man on the Shore, where we've been talking to this old stowaway who's been telling us about his adventures at sea. Kinship. Our time ashore, always brief, allowed for a little adventure. I didn't desire adventure in those days, only camaraderie. The captain, who had taken a liking to me only a few years ago in a tavern, and I became the dearest of friends. Alright, there you go. It was a cool night. Hello, Captain? When I was a boy, I was a ruffian. I fit in nowhere, much like you have confided of your own days. Ah, but when I found the sea, there on the waves was freedom. There, beneath the endless blanket of sky, was life. There was no substitute for what it offered, no greater joy. Dawn wakes over the horizon, drawing all from the slumber. The rocking of the waves gives way to the bustle of commotion of boots on the deck, the promise of a new day, new adventure, new wealth, and new shores. Something new at every turn. There's no course that is set, but the one that you make. That is the life that I covet and seek. All right? All noble pursuits, young one, and in time you shall see them come to pass. For now, my friend, we should both be content in the knowledge that we are friends. We have fought and bled together. We have saved people in Gondor and beyond, and we safeguard our future by our very actions. Ours is a noble pursuit. We should never think otherwise. On the morrow we sail again into the bay above Phalas. Let us hope that our quarry, this Yarrick, makes his presence known, that we might finally end his reign of terror on the good people of this land. Let us hope so. Our future was not set, but we knew I had earned the respect of a man whom I greatly respected. When we set back on the sail, I was named his second. All right? So what happened next? It was on a routine patrol of the tip of the Adarast where we next encountered Yarrick and his ship again, anchored, with a launch of smaller boats along the shore. He had captured villages in the earlier raid, and we were to free the prisoners. The captain devised a plan to keep our men aboard our vessel to attack the Corsairs' ship while we made our way to the shore to deal with the captain and his crew. If we had only known. That doesn't sound like it's going well, especially with the title of this chapter, The Incident. And what happened in this incident? We set our launches into the sea. This time we are in Hashadir. No alarm, no warning, no soul watching over their only means to escape to their ship. We shall not make the same mistake that we did before. Leave their boats. The prize is the captain of these curs and him alone. Move swiftly into the camp. Free the prisoners that they have captured, and put an end to them. Go swiftly. I hope when he said put an end to them, he's talking about the Corsairs and not the prisoners. Just saying. Now, let us go through here and Yeah, you can see it is rather quiet up here. I suppose I shouldn't go around screaming anyone home or anything like that. Right, up this way. Ah, I see quest rings! Which probably means prisoners to be saved. I need to free prisoners. It doesn't say how many. Oh. There you go. But here's our first prisoner. They left me here to die. Thank you. Thank you. They left them there to die. Makes it sound like there used to be a lot more Corsairs in the area. Alright, let's see what we have here. What about you? Of course, by the time I got that off, it was probably unnecessary. Alright, see anyone in here? 2 prisoners. There you go. I don't know where they've all gone, but thank you for saving. Oh, most of them left? What do you say? Thank you. Our captors left us with these ruffians. Alright. So these are not the captors. So let us head on deeper. And no, that's towards Dol Amroth. Alright, so where are the... Oh yes, of course. Up that hill up there probably. Up around here, up around here. So where did they all go? I presume it's not going to be uphill because there's... And how do the prisoners know the difference between these and the ones who captured them? Interesting question. I mean, because it's not like that they are people labeled ruffian here. They're still deckhands. There you go. And but certainly many fewer Corsairs than there were in our earlier little jaunt. Especially when you have all these empty tents here. They left us. I don't know where they have gone. Yeah, alright. Oh, these little clues as to something up. They were setting sail. Captain Yarrick and his crew said nothing about the Nanglor. Oh, said something about the Nanglor. Uh-oh. Well... Something tells me that in the famous words of a certain admiral, it's a trap! And here's number 6. They saw you arrive. They're going to your ship. Alright. I think it's time that I head back. Alright, let's go and tell the captain that something is very, very much up. What have I done? I have failed them all. I have lost my ship. I have lost it all. Uh-oh. Well, that was quite a setback. We saved the prisoners and dispatched the enemy on the shore, but the crew Yarrick left ashore was no true fighting force. They were a decoy. A trap set by Yark. We had fallen into the trap, and our ship, Nananglor, and all of her crew, was the price that we paid for our hubris. He's drawing quite an audience here, that's for sure. So what happened next? Bound the land, we started our journey back towards Anphalis to report. Those we rescued were burdensome, but our duty bound us to protect them, and so we did. The wilder lands of Anphalis proved a challenge, but we made our way to the nearest port and reported in to the authorities. We received a reprimand and were forced to return to Pelargir to aid in the construction of our new ship. So now we have to see the Ninglor reborn. We set about rebuilding. Well, the good news is there aren't any invading Corsairs here in Pelargir this time. I have set most of the crew to their tasks, but there are some duties that we must be handled by the only individuals I truly trust. I have secured the assistance of a map maker who confided that they can provide a passage where we must go. I will require this of you. You will find the map stashed along a sheaf of papers near an empty stall near the dock across from our ship's bow. Second, there's a matter of some illicit materials formerly owned by the Corsairs who raided the city some time hence. I will have it procured by no other. It should be under the watchful eye of a healer, no less, along the alley near the opposite dock. Collect this and bring it to me. Last, we need new blood on the ship, and that can only mean that we post our letters throughout the immediate area. Take these and post them where it seems that they will be best be seen. Away now! There is much left to do. Alright, so time for more recruiting! Isn't this how the adventure started? Well, except we were the ones being recruited. Now, let us first off let's see. Okay, a little bit further. Oh yeah, we need to head up the stairs first. Across from the bow of the ship. Up and around. Ah yeah, here we are. A secret map. And let's see if I'm sure somebody will come along this area eventually. Alright, so that is one area up there. Ah! And we have a healer and a supplier. Oh, and a foul-smelling barrel. Strangely enough, this is the first time I've ever noticed
How may I help you today?
a helpful vendor in the middle of a mission. Alright, so that takes care. Oh, hold on. Did I? Yeah, I forgot. Of course, we need to make sure that we place our posters. There we go. Now, anything else? We could head back to the rest of the city that way. Make sure there are no more. Oh yeah, here it is. Another poster. I think that is it. So let's get back into the other parts of the city where we can find more poster spots, because we need 6 more letters to be posted, and I suppose they need to be distributed in various locations if we are to be able to attract any people to join in our little crew, and I suppose we'll tell them as little as possible about what happened to the previous crew. Yeah, and where is? Oh, that's just the door. We don't need the door. We need ideal notice locations. Now, what makes this location ideal? No, don't tell me how a hobbit puts a poster that high. No, don't ask me what a hobbit is doing being a sailor on a ship in Gondor. That's, I'm sure, a long story in its own right. Now, let's see. Up here. Up here. Up here. There you go. Here is number 9. And I could see number 10 spot sparkling right over there. Looks like a burglar trainer snuck into our instance. Are there any other trainers around here? Well, probably not dockside. I'm sure that a roomkeeper trainer would be in a scholarly location. It is all now and ready. Then we should set about in our final preparations. Yes, it is time that we seek our vengeance and bring those cursed to heel. Ooh, considering what happened last time, we better be careful. So it seems your new ship was ready. We set sail only a few months after being shorebound. I noticed it then, a change in the captain. Ooh, what happened there? Too far afield. Back on the sea we set sail. To my protestation, the captain pressed us beyond the South Gondor. When we crossed past the river Hamid, we spoke in a private about his intent. Uh-oh. So what is his intent? Confronting me away from the crew was smart friend. There was an undertone of menace in the word friend. I knew you would recognize the portents in the sky. This new crew, so trusting. I ask you, would they have sailed with me had I not promised them wealth? Did they know that I gave away one crew already? That this brigand we now chase across the sea has dismantled me so that I seek only his destruction to fill the void that now fills the space where my heart once was. Nay, friend. Less menacing this time. Attempt to calm the captain. I don't think it's working very much. Do not tell me to be calm. What I have seen from your strength, I need your strength and spirit and arm. You alone understand the terror wrought upon the first Nanglor. What we lost. I will not be pitied. I will have my vengeance for those who were wronged. I will pursue this quarry like the dog that he is until the very end of the world if I must. You must get the great white whale. Oh, sorry, wrong story. I will not be deterred. I will not be dissuaded by reason or ridicule. There is only one payment that will sate me, and that is blood. let's try to calm him again. Not that it's doing any good. I know my mind. I do. This map, containing only 4 points, 4 spokes, is but thin parchment, and yet mightier than the halyard that hoists our sails to drive us toward our quarry. Out there, beyond the depths that swallowed my brethren whole and drove them down into the deep, there is an enemy that we need of reckoning, and by the stars above I will set right the course of history. Should we be complacent instead? Should we not revisit upon the enemy the same sentence that they passed on men and women earning their wages? He shakes his head violently. The captain sighs. It's not madness that consumes me. It's grief. It's humiliation. Twice that scoundrel evaded my capture. And the last... so many dead. So many dead under my command. I let the tears speak for the moment. I feared for my friend. I feared for our crew. More, I feared for the safety of our land if the captain's obsession continued. If that storm had not blown in and damaged our sails, we would have started a war. And that concludes the second part of our story of the old man on the shore. Next time, we'll have the finale as we continue the story from the stowaway.